If you are a mama in need of some peace, this is for you. We're going to talk about 3 mindset shifts that you can start today that will help decrease your anxiety and increase your peace and joy. Mindset shift number 1 is going to be stop the comparison game. I believe it was Theodore Roosevelt who said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." And this statement is so completely true. When you start comparing yourselves to other women, to other moms, you begin to take away from who you are. You see yourself as less than, you see your life as less than, and you really just end up putting yourself down. But it's incredibly easy as a mom to compare yourself. We start hearing about moms whose babies started sleeping at 6 weeks through the night, or the mom who uses only cloth diapers, or the mom who can afford to put her kids in all of these different activities. And we start seeing ourselves as less than, but you're really just stealing joy from your own life. So when you find yourself in that comparison trap, it's probably time to, one, get off of social media, and two, start looking at things that are going well in your life. You are the perfect mama for your children. God gave you those kids, and they are just the right ones for you. You are not less than another mama. You might be doing it differently. You may not have the same things, but you are just the right mom for the children that you have. So take some time to appreciate your own life and stop the comparison game. That leads us actually pretty well into number 2. The second mindset shift that you are going to want to make is stop complaining. Now, as a mama, you probably have some things that you need to vent about. That is okay. We all have those moments where we're frustrated and things are just not going right, and you just need a good venting session sometimes. But there are times when the complaining happens day in and day out. And that's when you know you probably have a problem and a shift that needs to happen in your mindset. Complaining is not serving you, it is only stealing from you. In those moments when you find yourself in a loop of complaining, it's time to stop and find things to be grateful for. If you find this to be a challenge, start small. Maybe you're grateful for that cup of coffee. Maybe you're grateful that the sun is out today or the smile on your child's face. Once you start shifting over from complaining to what you're grateful for, it's slowly but surely going to change the posture of your heart. It's going to take what's weighing you down and it's going to lift you up a little bit more. Now, that mindset shift may not happen overnight. This might be days and weeks of thinking about what you're grateful for over what is not going right for yourself, but it is definitely worth the time and effort. This last one has been a huge game changer for me, and that's the mind shift of going from fear to truth. There is an African saying that I've recently heard that says, "Fear makes the wolf seem bigger." What a great line that is. I firmly believe that for every fear or anxiety that you have, there's some truth in it, but there's often lies that we believe along with it. And it's those lies that we believe about this thing that we're afraid of that make it feel bigger in our mind, that make it feel overwhelming. So there's an activity that I like to do when I'm feeling fear that helps to bring down the anxiety and brings back a little bit more peace. And that's thinking of 3 to 4 truths that I know. So let me give you an example. Let's say I am starting to get worried about my son. There's some milestones that I don't see him reaching, and I'm worried about his well being. Now, that anxiety can start to build up, but if I stop, I can think of some truths that help the situation. First, I can tell myself babies all develop at different stages. Milestones are important, but they are not necessarily concrete set in stone. Just because he hasn't reached it yet doesn't mean he's not going to. Second, I can stop and think he does have other milestones that he's reached, and I can be grateful to know he is growing and I can enjoy those milestones. Third, I can always find a mom who has multiple kids and ask her about her experience. So, if did she see her children growing at different stages? And that might really bring a lot of peace to me. And fourth, I know, okay, if I really am concerned, I can talk to my son's pediatrician. I can get her feedback and insight, and that might help to alleviate my fears as well. That little exercise of taking my fear and pausing to think of 3 to 4 truths that I know can really help to bring the anxiety down and bring a little bit more peace, a little bit more joy into my life. So take some time. These 3 mindset shifts are going to be incredibly beneficial to you. They might seem small, but if you work on them every day, you're going to find that they truly do help to decrease your anxiety and increase the peace that you are feeling. Make sure to follow along. We're going to be talking more about things that you can do as a mama to bring peace into your heart and home.